Okay, not really sure where the best place for the camera is going to be, but I'll work that out as I go through. And if I have to move it, I have to move it. How's it going, everyone? Just going to do a sound check on Twitch just to make sure I can be heard properly. Don't see why I wouldn't be, but, you know, it has happened before. I've done entire streams and then realised I couldn't be heard. Don't really want a situation like that again. There we go. Let's get the camera away from my mouth a little bit more so I'm not deafening everyone. How's it going? Starting a new game, as you can see. Marvel Midnight Suns. I've got no idea what to expect. Can't even do heroic. I'm going to pick normal because it's the hardest difficulty I can choose anyway. And I don't really know what to expect from this game. I always like to play new games on normal. So.
How much I hate this hocus pocus nonsense, Faustus. Now you want to tell me just what the hell is so important?
Sleeping Mother, sacred harbinger, awaken and reclaim what is yours. You who rise with the moon in darkness, who prepares the path for the midnight sun. Turn your merciless eyes upon us, and arise!
Nice show, Doc. Next time, call Seymour. Better yet, I'll just shoot you and save us all the trouble.
I do not read the comics. The only thing in the Marvel, I just gave it away. The only thing in Marvel that I know of is the MCU. Plus all the pre-MCU films like Blade and things like that. So I'm probably going to see quite a few characters I'm not really aware of that this game is going to introduce me to.
I can feel it, Rox. Trouble in the air. More innocent blood joining you soon. Head back to your magic castle. You ain't welcome here.
Yeah, I knew that was Ghost Rider.
It's called a sanctum. And welcome or not, this is where fate has determined the Sorcerer Supreme needs to be.
Tell fate answers no.
This is the secret guardian you dragged me 5,000 miles to meet?
Who's the mouth?
Mr. Stark is brash, but I assure you, he can be trusted.
Wait, you seriously don't know who I am?
The fabric of magic is shifting, Johnny. The prophecy of the Midnight Sun is upon us.
Your last crusade cost me plenty. This time I intend to look after my own.
Hey pal, I don't think you understand. Things are changing. 2 + 2 no longer equals 4. Up is sometimes down, and strange here is actually starting to make sense.
Do I look like someone who gives a damn about any of that?
No, you look like you should be bouncing for the double deuce. Listen, all I know is hell's coming, and my pal here says you can help.
That's where you're wrong. Hell's not coming. It's already here. You're welcome, Robo-Man.
Iron Man? I know what he meant.
Okay.
All the way out here, and the old man runs off with
Okay,
that
this-
precious page of yours.
Okay, I can already see that I'm gonna have to move the camera.
Passes for the carnival. Maybe blowing up a few monsters on the way out.
Johnny Blaze has sacrificed a great deal for this world already.
Okay, so
I am certain.
use attack cards to damage enemies and gain heroism.
Thought you said time was the one thing we didn't have. All right, let's just wrap this up. I got sand in my nanopolymer windshield. Hey, it worked, didn't it?
So I can't pick that other card yet.
They don't all have to be pretty. Am I really gonna have to bring out the big guns for this?
Right, air superiority.
Battle.
Oh, that could attack 2 enemies.
That was really something.
Okay, so that's the end of Iron Man's turn. Gotta hold down then.
I'm afraid the odds still aren't in your favor.
Okay.
That suit may be a marvel of technology, but it's no match for the mystic arts. Allow me to
So
demonstrate.
that does less damage then.
Also, it's a contest now. Then you take the extra creepy one.
Gladly.
If I clear that.
Watch and learn.
Love the
Yeah, it
effort.
does seem like Iron Man's attack does more damage than Doctor Strange's attack.
This should be good.
Impressive.
Oh, this one does more. Soulless Minion, Soulless Minion, Soulless Brute. There we go, this one will have more health then.
Find a new line of work, friend. You won't break my resolve that easily.
So 2 damage. Where does it show my health?
Confidence is
Oh,
high.
okay, 55 out of 57.
Now that I have their attention, perhaps a blessing is in order. Something protective?
Well, I could give you a hand, or a shield in this case.
In the spirit of cooperation, I'll accept your offer. Just this once.
If I attack this one,
Don't mention it.
knock him back into there.
I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning. A moment of preparation. You've been deceived by Lilith, and it may very well cost you your life.
Uncle Tony's got your back.
My humble thanks.
Strange getting
But save some for the others.
completely attacked on his own there.
I must be the popular one today.
I think we pissed them off. Got a spell for that, maybe?
Interesting. A spell to change the very demeanor of Iron Man. Something along the lines of the silent
Can't make it happen in the next 10 seconds. I'm not interested.
It's a soulless brute. So I take that one out.
So we need it.
Not bad. Not great.
Yeah,
but
superiority. Take out these three, maybe. I don't need to think I knock them out.
interesting tactic.
Many objects on the battlefield can be used to your advantage. Environmental attacks cost heroism, but don't use a play card. These free attacks are very useful. Use them wisely.
And while you
Okay.
fire arrows, maybe we should just try throwing a big rock at
Oh.
him.
So I can just use this rock to attack them.
Maybe know how.
Just dump a rock in his face. Why not? Wow. You do it once per turn. I can't perform this action. Okay. Five damage to Iron Man. Jeez.
I'm feeling good about the situation. Things considered.
Which is good. I might have told Pepper I was just stepping outside the restaurant to take a quick call.
And I'm the one who's still sick. Apparently, our reputation isn't enough to scare off these so-called children of Lewis. That's the spirit. If I'm being honest, that encounter went better than I expected.
Tony, I've been noticing a recurring gamma spike.
You see, this is why you shouldn't eat spicy food, Bruce.
Localized in the West Village, converging on the Sanctum.
Wanda.
The collective works of the universe's greatest sorcerers, and he left them underneath the takeout menus.
Shifting mystical polarities are wreaking havoc on my portals.
You don't say. You okay, kid?
Yes. Are you?
Let's, put a pin in that.
Really fucking powerful.
Carol.
Bruce and I have been trying to reach you. He'd have come himself, but he's...
You did the big green guy proud.
I really should up my homeowner's insurance. Miss Maximoff, the wards of protection, if you please.
Stephen, I can fight. I've got control now.
Then show me by activating the wards. In the meantime, in honor of our missing companion, the rest of you may feel free to smash away.
Never surrender!
Oh, Iron Man's still damaged from the last battle? Okay, I didn't realise it.
Nice one, Carol. Always the direct approach.
You know I don't mess around. Besides,
I didn't realise that damage sticks with them. How'd you heal up a hero then?
guessing that explains the Hydra goons and ominous green lights.
Yes, but not while you fail to use the front door.
So I can knock out any of these
we
with
discuss
this.
proper hero landing etiquette after we take down the bad guys?
Hydra Elite and Hydra Elites. Might as well attack the Hydra Elites first.
That was really something.
Okay, use Red Raw to replace the undesirable cards in your hand. Oh, redraw? Red Raw? Why did I say Red Raw? Redraw. Okay, okay. Redraw this card. Or Red Raw this card. Jab. And kill him. Yeah, I'll kill him.
This.
Seems like it'd be cheaper just to replace you guys with robots. I bet Tony would cut Faustus a deal.
2 damage to Captain Marvel.
I just don't know when to quit.
Oh Sure.
Oh,
Pick
come
up a
on.
smart guy.
Use move to reposition a hero and set up a perfect nutback angle. Each area of the effect, or hang on. Let's see. Each only have one free move. The currently selected hero will execute the move. Tip: try selecting the hero into position to kick the couch into the enemy units. Okay. No, I think Iron Man's good for this.
Let's do it.
Oh, that Daven's work is at least a century old. What a waste.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Jab.
Impressive.
Blast this guy.
Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Out of cards. Out of card players. Oh.
By her command!
I don't think they like me.
It appears they've bolstered their forces.
I noticed that Doctor Strange still has his
These guys just keep showing up.
still has his shield from the last fight though.
Surprisingly relentless. In any event, you must provide Wanda the time she needs to activate the wards of protection.
That was a 10 damage. I think I'll save that though, because it looks like it can take out everything in its path.
This won't end.
So it's better some of these enemies are in a line for that one.
Not bad.
They're in a line, I think.
You had this coming. You think after
Nice.
80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already?
How to improve the odds?
Position compromised.
Who wants the honors? We're three of the world's strongest heroes, right? Doesn't it seem like this should be easier?
I've punched through Skrull star cruisers that went down faster. Something's up.
Yes, they really raised their game. I have a terrible suspicion as to how. Watch closely. I am a sorcerer supreme, you know.
The wards. Something's blocking them.
Not something. Someone.
This is gonna be a boss fight. Oh, it's a Lilith.
Gozer?
Lilith. Mother of demons, harbinger of the midnight sun. Prophecy or not, you overstep. Challenging the Sorcerer Supreme.
Be silent. Be still.
What just happened?
Damn, even Captain Marvel can't punch her.
A fellow daughter of Transia. You remind me of my own beloved.
In virtute vishanti. Well done, Miss Maximoff. Your unique energy surprised her.
Whoa! I'm fine. What? I'm fine.
The prophecy is in motion. Lilith is still out there growing stronger each second the midnight sun approaches.
Define stronger.
If we are to have any chance of stopping her, there is only one option left to us.
I won't go back there.
We all must eventually face our demons, Miss Maximoff. However, one of us should remain behind to maintain the wards of protection.
See you on the other side. Okay, you did that one on purpose.
The fabric of magic is unwinding. We are fortunate to be here at all.
And where is here, exactly?
Salem, Massachusetts. Well, a pocket dimension in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, suburbs. Nice.
Welcome to the Abbey. Home of the
Midnight Sun.
Well, I recognise
What the hell is
Blade.
this? Lilith's Junior Demon League?
Wait, it's that jerk from TV.
Which one?
Now, if everyone would just take a moment...
Enough!
You're standing on my flowers.
Oh, been a long time, Sarah.
It's caretaker now.
If I could have avoided this moment, I would, but...
Oh, spare me the speech. I know Lilith's back. We're sisters after all.
Guess we're suddenly invisible now.
Shall we chat, Stephen?
No one can argue that the Hunter earned their rest in the first battle against Lilith. I only hope they are up for the task once more.
You wizards always make everything sound so lofty. I raised my sister's only child as a weapon against her.
And saved the world in the process.
Now you want me to dig them up and ask them to do it again.
I did not write the prophecy, Sarah. Besides, I am no common grave robber. We are simply reuniting their ethereal essence with their corporal form. Speaking of, it would help to have a mental image for the procedure. Spare no detail. Spiritual identity theft is no laughing matter.
Okay, so this is where I get to make my character. There's not a lot of choices, is there? That's what the female choices are. I do like that hair, to be fair. And that one. There's not really a lot of choices either way, is there? Yeah, screw it. I wish there were more. Well, you probably can unlock more as you go through the game.
You who tame the night! Hear the voice of those who beseech thee and...
The caller! Wait! Wait!
Mother. So, that's a good thing, right?
As far as resurrection spells are concerned, I've seen worse. Particularly on myself.
Tony, come on. It's perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up and takes a bite out of you. Don't blame me.
Visiting hours are over.
You can't stay here forever.
There's nowhere else I should be.
Just saw that Stark guy poking around behind the mirror table.
Find me as soon as they awaken. And Blade, be nice.
Always am.
So cold, but the air burns with every breath. Has it been so long? I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty. But now I sense I am not alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance. Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Cute, and Caretaker told me to be nice. Relax, Slayer. I'm a friend. You just don't know it yet.
Yes. I saw you with Sarah before. But what would she want with a vampire? Unless...
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A Dhampir? Daywalkers were a myth even to me.
Says the half-human, half-demon monster hunter.
You appear quite versed in my history, Dhampir.
Heard my fair share of stories from Caretaker. The legendary hunter, child of Lilith, last champion of the blood. Some call you angel, some demon. Probably a little of both. Led the Knights of Wundagore against the armies of darkness until you fell at...
Fell?
Shoot. This is why they don't normally have me do the meet and greets.
I can see why.
Right. As much as I'd love to see how much weirder this conversation can go, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. The prophecy is in motion. I can feel it. We have wasted too much time here already.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
Others?
Yeah, you've got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
Okay. Can't really change the video quality, which is weird. It looks a bit off, and at times I don't know whether that's something I can change in the settings or I don't know. I'll drop down and save anyway. Doesn't look like it's something I can change in the settings though.
Hold up. Did I miss something? Or
Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm
the witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
Or Nico, but either works. And this is
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you already met Blade.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home. I guess
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then. The Abbey is still, well, you know, the Abbey. Basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and, whatever the hell the Forge is. Have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi. Oh, and one more thing. We've got some new house guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
Select a mission. So what there is to do around the Abbey first.
You'll have to trust that.
No signs of muscle atrophy. You seem pretty healthy for a reanimated corpse. You sure you're not a time-traveling robot?
It's almost impossible to imagine the horror, the atrocities committed on these grounds all those years ago. Then again, we are less than 20 miles from Fenway Park.
Unfortunately, time is of the essence. Otherwise, I'd gladly offer to walk you through some of the more pivotal events that have changed the world since you last saw it.
At least they don't have me stationed in some musty old dungeon like Strange and Stark.
I wonder if you ever ran into any of my predecessors back in the day. We, tend to stand out.
Welcome to the War Room, Hunter.
Your old room should be just as comfortable as it used to be. But if not, let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you.
The table is all yours. Let's get to it.
Just going to explore first. What's this? Arcane keys available. Oh, got 0 arcane keys available, that's what it was. Oh, I think that was a bit pointless to go through there. So is this caretaker's room or my room then?
Nothing about any of this. Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older. How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith.
Tony.
That's my name.
Tony. That's, Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some Sorcerer Supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Allow me. Alato.
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges, bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! The dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is troubled.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
Crazy indeed.
With everything going on right now, we simply cannot afford to lose contact with the Sanctum or Wanda.
Are you ready? The prophecy of the Midnight Sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into my Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a Sorcerer Supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the Sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy. For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
I understand the urgency. Your apprentice is in grave danger, yes?
Wanda is no mere apprentice. She is the Scarlet Witch, one of the strongest magical practitioners I have encountered. But she hasn't channeled such power on her own since... Never mind. One crisis at a time. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
Approach the dice.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly, yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting Dread Maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is... not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... well, I'll just let her show you.
Fair enough.
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe?
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your Sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue.
She was just standing there.
Well, at least we know the wards of
Graphics
protection.
in this game aren't great, I'm not gonna lie.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Wide focus.
Arm Alpha in position.
Where's your officer?
No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
Let's have a look at something. I'm going to bring the master volume down. Bring that to 7, I think.
hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing
let's see, 5-5. Don't need to do that
Looks can be
yet.
deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Watch close.
Good here.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Watch and learn, my friends. Lilith doesn't care about you. I hope you realize that in time.
That did 11 damage. There's more of the enemies than there are of me, and they're all doing more damage than I do.
That does not slow me down.
And there's recruitment. There's reinforcements coming. Cool.
You know what to do.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Explodes for 13 damage at the start of the next turn. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to get my characters away from there then.
You're done.
Bit surprised they're all still at his hits.
Light will heal you. This shall be of great help.
Can't perform this action. Oh, okay. Just need to get her away from there. I don't think I can move Strange away from there, to be completely fair.
Keep your eyes open.
Oh, okay. I can just casually move my characters out of the way.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
Walk in the light.
My humble thanks.
That's 6 damage, 11 damage, 6 damage.
Follow my lead.
Strike.
6 damage, okay.
Wanda
Let's
is
have a
calling
look.
out to me. I feel her struggle. Need to concentrate and... It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Give hero cards in your hand, plus 5 damage until played or discarded. I'm not going to do that right now then.
I'm on it.
Going to do damage to this commander.
Now that was something.
Draw one card.
Time's up for these chumps.
We will never forsake her.
Engaging target.
Jeez, they've all got a thing out for Blade, didn't they?
Did someone feel a breeze? It appears that I'm their central focus.
Yeah, let's kill him.
Hell.
So yeah, I can kill him, or I can do a bit of damage to him.
Weak, even for Hydra.
I can at least kill another one. Start doing damage to that other guy in a minute then.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Feeling strong today.
Wait, how much health has Blade got left?
Come get it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Gonna move Blade before the end of the turn, just so I can try and save him.
They're not living up to their reputation.
Okay, they're still run after Blade anyway.
Our ally requires assistance. I like our chances.
Back in the game.
Interesting tactic.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
That was really something.
For victory.
So he's literally the last one left on their side, so that this should be fine. There we go.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail!
Association is not going to like this.
No.
I'll handle it.
Not? We do not fear your magic, little wizard.
Venom.
We are Venom to all who oppose her. And you are Lars.
This is fucking Venom's show. Forecast which hero they intend to attack and may attack multiple times. Oh!
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
Draw the
It calls
last 2
itself
attacks played.
Venom.
Start next turn with
Until
4
now,
cards
a
played.
pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen.
I'm impressed.
About time.
Impressive.
Yeah, he'll do 15 damage to Venom. He's got 128. So 15 damage is a good start.
Pain is angering.
Even a sorcerer supreme has room to grow.
That's a 23 damage.
Look how fragile you are. No escaping this time.
It has me tied up.
We haven't
Reinforcements
quite
going.
broken their spirit yet.
Let's see. Use other hero abilities to damage the binding and free them. Any damage similar to minions. Okay. So.
This house belongs to mine.
Okay. Quick strike. 6 damage. You can waste that on these binds.
We should start with your juicy end. Slowly feed your delicious brains. Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
I'll do 23 damage to Venom here.
No pain.
Deals damage at the end of the turn. Ignores block and resist. Okay.
Watch closely. A gift from ancient traditions.
Should get the blood pumping. Soon we eat.
That did 4 damage. I was expecting that to do way more than 4 damage.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender.
Well, I will redraw that
Our belly with your tasty fear.
and redraw
I shall
this.
fill your belly with my blade.
I need a heal. Apparently I'm not allowed to get one. What's that do? No. To try and get the hunter away from Venom. I know we can follow her, but if I leave other cards closer to him, he might attack them.
How invigorating.
At least that's the plan. The Winds of Watum. What do you like to Venom?
Prepare yourselves.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
I'm gonna go for a slash on this guy.
You were too weak for this fight.
I'm gonna try and move her to over here. I'll get this activated on Blade.
I'll put this to good use.
11 out of... okay. Seems like Doctor Strange needs protecting more. Yeah, he really does.
Within our reach. Tasty human.
Yeah, I think he's doing enough. Strange out here.
I managed to get myself caught.
Even we have our limits.
Good, I need heal. Okay. My whip. That.
Us with strength. We protect
What did that say? Immune to what?
and
Oh,
are
knockback.
rewarded with your meat.
A vegetarian.
I'll do a strike on Venom.
Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
Redraw that. Yes, I'll stay Venom. Ah crap, I was hoping to use a heal after that. Wait, I attacked the thing that's got Strange?
That son of a bitch slimed me.
Oh shit.
Like being hit by a Hell Lord, only more sticky.
Hold position. You should not have come here, Nylander. Your friends cannot help you. Mother may have claim on your soul. But your
Revive Hunter.
brains shall be yours.
Stake Venom. That's healed up. Blade.
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
Quick strike.
These fanatics are always the same.
Have I got a heal? Can I use a heal? I can. How much health has Strange got? 3. Yeah, I'm gonna need to heal him.
Light will carry you onward.
I won't forget this.
Still attack. That'll knock out Venom. Let's do this.
At least the big boy's down for the count.
That's all I had to do then, is just knock out Venom. That's fine.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Oh, I know who that is. Friendly, neighborly, spidely.
I was in the neighborhood. You know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's part of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always It's nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Oh, nice. I actually unlocked like a Marvel comic of what happened. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Congratulations. New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
Talk to Tony.
That was a complete fiasco.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't go all rabid zombie demon on me. It was just a little constructive criticism. You did a commendable job, considering you were, you know, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. It sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room. Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
So I haven't unlocked customization yet. So you can change your alignment. Oh. I wonder if I can actually choose to work with Lilith by the end.
There never was enough room for my armor in this thing.
Oh. So I can afford these for 50. That's the best one so far, but I do like this one the most. Is it making me buy something? I don't really want to. Okay, well, I suppose it's better than the other ones. 1703, Jesus.
Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
So, inspect journal page, closet, and painting. Painting.
We were all so happy then.
I mean, that does not look like a comfortable way to sleep. It doesn't look solid.
They're everywhere! We must go back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance. No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie! I know.
Sure, yeah, demon dog. Let's call him Charlie.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh.
It must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
What's going on with Caretaker's right eye?
You ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the Forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. Should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the Forge. I think he has another present for you. Hi, kiddo.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
Okay, that does look pretty cool.
Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
Do we need to stand around the front of the table then?
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial
To be fair, she probably
complex.
doesn't know what American is.
Socialite.
She's been out for 300 years.
Car crash, which turned out to be a hit for
America's
the
not
corporation.
300 years old yet.
I spent my early teens at
It's nearly
MIT.
300 years
trying
old.
to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Okay, so why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
But you and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his cape.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I may be a few hundred years behind, but I know that tone.
Oh, you are a sharp one. But no, I'm insulting the situation.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. The mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really tired of people. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things. Remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No. Nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Okay.
Analyzing it.
So this is for upgrading
How
stuff.
does this look?
So we got slash, make them bleed, and heal. We already had these things.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Oh, that was Blade, wasn't it? Let's talk to Strange first.
Your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some
grogginess, a tinge of Nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that.
In any event?
I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilin than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Will the wards ever provide the same protection that they had?
It may be possible to undo the damage, but now that a weakness has been exposed, I'll have to rethink my approach entirely. Tony did offer a military-grade laser protection grid, should I be so inclined to go that route.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic, and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago, involving Agatha.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
I wonder if what happened between Agatha and Wanda is pretty much similar to what happened in WandaVision.
That is something.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass.
A -1.
All right, Tony Stark Jr. Ask your questions.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did my Infinity Blade get -1 for that? That was funny.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dhampir?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason.
He's going into detail about his trauma and all that sort of stuff. But he won't tell her his name because he doesn't trust her yet.
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Upgrade an ability. -1 friendship.
Time to take it to the next level. Later.
No, that was it.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
The Venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a Flurkin furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
New healer available. Okay, cool. Captain Marvel's got some really good abilities.
Days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say gamma?
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
I will not be playing the new Harry Potter game.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Welcome in.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this. Maybe too long. It's nice to have a full house again. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
Okay. So I can get some gamma oil, that's good.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
So we're going in with Captain Marvel and Blade. Doesn't look like I can change any of them. Edit hero. Oh. Can't afford bomber. Okay, cool. Oh. Where do I see my currency? Let's move the camera. Eclipse credits. Ah, it's going to be virtual currency, isn't it? Why is there a swimsuit section? I'm concerned. Okay.
Let's see. Trench coat, glasses at night. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Not bad for our first team up.
Almost feels like cheating. You two on our side.
It's a shame it's not a seamless transition. That loading screen's a bit jarring.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Question is, are Hunter and Blade healed up from the last fight I had? Because it's technically a different chapter.
I always considered Faustus a bit of
Yes.
a crackpot, but
Let's
his
see.
fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely
Draw
exploded
cards
otherwise
until you have
after
3 in your
supply,
hand.
Carol.
Okay, well,
Learned it by watching
got more
you,
than that.
Bruce. Hell.
Looking good, feeling good.
Nah, I'll be wasting that. That might be a stronger enemy that shows up. I'd be wasting it if I use that now.
I am impressed.
Watch me. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
This has your name on it!
You make that look almost too easy.
I feel like 12 is way too much damage just for Captain Marvel getting shot.
Do not think I will forget that.
They're almost here. Hold position.
Tactics modes allows you to quickly assess the entire battlefield. Oh,
I've
okay.
never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and
Targeting
earth, Horatio.
Blade.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
No. go for the Hands of Fists of Radiance. Let's have a look. Can I kill any of them? Half decent. If I hit him, there was some splashback on the other one.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Go quick slash.
That's one hell of a move.
You think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already?
Captain Marvel can now go binary. Playing 3 Captain Marvel cards will draw the go binary ability. In her binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage. Will lose her binary state once all of her block has been removed.
Take advantage while they focus on me.
More reinforcements, jeez. Okay.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce.
So let's
I'll be
redraw
sure to
that.
ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
And I'll redraw that. Yeah, it's going to hit plenty of enemies. Or I thought it would. Fist of Radiance.
One more time.
That's a neat trick. Playtime's over.
So that's how that works.
Does it tell me that more reinforcements will come in then?
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
Don't think Captain Marvel needs that, but Hunter definitely does.
Welcome assistance.
I'll stake one of them. I don't think any stronger enemies are coming in anyway.
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade. Hope you're ready for a fight.
Might as well get rid of one of these if I'm going to heroism anyway.
Now that was something. You are too weak for this fight.
Now! Quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
doing? Did you just make Captain Marvel stronger? Because, you don't want to do that. Recover the artifact from the truck. Let's see. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access the truck. Use the recover artifact card to secure the artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not snap that thing.
Okay, so I need to actually just kill the guy by the van then.
All that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead.
Okay,
And the
sounds
mysterious
fine.
cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Let's see. I'll kill him first. Even though I feel like they're going to have an unlimited amount of reinforcements.
Even for Hydra.
Exactly what I needed.
Okay, you said come closer. I can't stake him? Yeah, I can.
Getting better every day. Keep trying.
6 damage. Okay.
Don't worry, I can take it.
6 damage. 6 damage.
Was that really
11 damage.
Let's see how tough you are.
Ah, the main course has arrived.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
One less thing to worry about.
Okay, so I've got the artifact.
16,342 more to go.
I'll get rid of
I suggest
that.
starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
I can use strike.
And I thought Man-Thing was
No mercy for the servants. You are lucky to still be breathing.
All right, that hurt a little.
Jeez. 16 damage. Was the bleed did 16 damage too.
Crystal clear. We won't be
Not
able
enough
to recreate
heroism.
Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop.
How do I get more heroism then?
Who's next?
That was something.
Ought to make things interesting.
Back into the fray.
Okay. There's a lot of these enemies around.
How many times you gonna try that?
Oh crap.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I got torn purple pants with your name on them.
It is all coming back to me.
Okay, I can revive Captain Marvel now.
Ready for round 2.
I can use Blade. Okay, use Blade to could do more damage to him. Could knock one of these guys out. Do more damage to him, I think.
They're mine.
There we go. Knocked out the strongest one.
These fanatics are always the same.
God's sake, now Blade's down.
I'm glad they're feeling confident.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Okay, how much? 32. 23. I'll heal the hunter.
Carry you onward. The power of the light.
And I'll redraw this. I'll redraw that. Okay.
They must know my reputation.
Okay, what have I got?
They seem to be fixated on me.
A quick slash.
Was that truly your best?
Let's see. Can I not?
That is one way of making your presence known. Behold the light's gift.
That should help.
Could do with bringing Blade back though, but I think I've run out of revives.
Their persistence is irritating. Sheer numbers won't save you now.
Interesting. Saved this one just for you.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
I've got slash I can use. That does 10 damage. That'll at least knock him out.
Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal. We have the upper hand, for now.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols.
I mean, he's not
From
wrong.
the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
I can see the messages, but I don't know how to access them. Oh, that's how you do it.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
How would the hunter even know what a movie is?
Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty well out there. Maybe there's hope for the world yet.
Curious. Intriguing. What is this?
Oh, Moon Knight. Just having a look around, see if there's anything to collect.
So Dr. Faustus tried to drop a weird...
New York, what a town.
Is Blade the only one outside? Yes, sir. Not let me interact with that. Suppose I'll hang out with Nico then.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. It makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One, or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods.
Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know,
standard teenage
typical
stuff. Oh.
kid stuff.
She pretty much said what I said.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in Abby. And Abby and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as Hunter that moves down either path. Let's have a look.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
That's not the worst thing to say. What's this?
Ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Okay, let's get this to go then.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the Blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth.
This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible
Damn,
for
Charlie's
a great many
mad.
creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you.
What does corrupted even mean?
Take advantage while they focus on me. Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike.
Feel my call. Leave some for the rest of us.
Look, how much health has Andra got? Oh, I love it. I can wait a little bit.
Once again, Lilith's sentence fall.
Oh, damn.
This is a serious
Oh, damn.
I saw things like that centuries ago.
Maybe I can't wait a little bit.
They must know my reputation.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashton. Her role as caretaker after the goddess herself.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Return to your mother.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Oh, you can actually edit it.
be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
She believes in our purpose.
This gives me serious crypt vibes from Mortal Kombat.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again?
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss. Got more coil for me? Analyzing now. What do you think?
Let's have a look. Charge. Photon beam. The hunger. Apply 2 marks to every enemy with bleed free.
Farewell.
Oh no, what do I do? Edit deck, I suppose. Yeah, edit deck. Switch in the hunger. Confirm.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. Fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Right. Spar with Ghost Rider.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
What great abilities I've still got.
Caretaker.
I'm barely sparring.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Oh. That was it.
Oh, hey, Hunter.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Find Illyana. Is there any indication of where Illyana is?
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah, well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Have you
Talk to
seen...
him again.
No.
All right.
Well, that conversation was a lot shorter.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Why, hello.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Right, there we go.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Illyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye. I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Might as well take Ghost Rider with me, he's pretty decent.
Faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
Shockwave was shattering glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
This will be your end.
Hell.
Think I can punch through a moon now?
Keep your eyes open.
Vengeance has come.
It's nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Taking the shot.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Awaiting reinforcements.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
We got movement here!
One more time.
Is that the best you've got?
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
Time. Think these guys got their tactics from the back of a magazine.
You only add to your penance. I've been waiting for this.
They just don't know when to quit.
Your death won't be in vain.
Hydra embraces what you reject, Hunter. The Mother's blood empowers us, elevates us. Hydra marches willingly into her brave new world.
Then you are a bigger fool than I imagined, Faustus. Will lead you straight to damnation.
It saddens me deeply to hear you say such things, when both your mother and I have such beautiful plans.
All will be judged.
Nice move.
They're on the move. Hydra, Immortalis! For victory!
They are still coming for me.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow, these mere mortals dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Requesting medevac! Never surrender! No retreat!
You will have to do better than that.
My power wanes!
blasting.
We may have a problem here. As ordered.
You're gonna regret that.
They do not seem to be a match for us.
I need a medic here. Whatever gets the job done.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
I've decided Ghost Rider is one of my favourite characters to use in this.
Count on it.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh. It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring, but still. In school, they never taught us about Hydra's role in World War II. Do you think modern Hydra made sure of that?
Hello, Hunter. Whenever we foil Hydra's plans, an angel gets its wings.
You have that I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Well, I wasn't offering.
You were not?
Ha, I knew it.
I am sure people ask you all the time.
When they actually ask me, I answer.
So, can you take me flying sometime?
I'll do you one better. Once this is all over, I'll fly you to space.
And back, right?
Yes, Hunter. To and from space. We're doing this again. Make plans.
That's the door, right?
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
That was a worthy hangout, Hunter. I miss it. Up in the stars.
Iron Man and Moon Knight in one. That's pretty cool. I like that. I ain't spending money on it, but I like it. Damn. Some of these are really nice. Again, not enough to spend real money on them, but still. Oh, I actually have this one. I want the Mystic Drip. That's pretty cool. Okay. That one, I like that one. Oh, that is badass. I've already been through Captain Marvel's. Confused. It's time to open this door. There we go. What up? Cannot afford to remove. Well, that's fine, because I'm just trying to open the door. Oh, yeah, that. Or not. That is what it is, isn't it?
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha.
Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way? That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
She believes in our purpose.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Ugh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck. After all these years, it It is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only...
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her? Aha! Yet another victory for the hunter.
Damn it! You totally ambushed me with that pair of queens. I have to admit, I didn't think you'd be such a formidable poker player. Yet another reason to respect you.
It is just beginner's luck. I am sure your next hand will vanquish me.
There you go again, being all unexpectedly humble and generous. You're a hard demon to dislike, Hunter. Even if you are beating my butt at Hold'em.
You do not dislike me, Captain?
Don't get too excited. I didn't say I liked you either, but you've got potential.
Deal another hand, then?
I'm all in.
The Sons have always tried to avoid public scrutiny, but things are gonna be different now that we're working with so many big names in the hero industry.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
more coil for me? Analyzing now. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. I'm here if you need me.
This Spider-Man sounds like a strange thing, swinging from the rooftops with some sort of spider fluid. Disgusting. My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
No pain, no gain. All right then.
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. Tell me you found something good. Beginning decryption sequence. Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. I think I can handle that. Thanks, Hunter. We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus? Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for-real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Mar-Vell felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this Gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power, and it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted, and I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course.
By the rising rings of... Oh, it's just you.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Not big stuff, you know. I send him when a jester from the Avengers is more effective than a full assembly. He's like the meeting...
I've never run into him, but I've heard Spider-Man is a pretty nice guy. Does a lot for the city. I'm all for helping out if we can.
Venom's been around New York a while, but everyone knows I don't get into that. I kill vampires, and anybody that works with them. The rest is up to the day shift.
I'll have Happy send Wait, hang on. Can't remember.
I don't frequently watch the television. It was never part of my childhood. I do not feel a particular affection for it.
I've got a kid I send on missions sometimes.
Considering the risk he put himself in to assist us earlier, I'm more than willing to volunteer for any efforts to help Spider-Man deal with the ongoing Venom situation.
Supervillains rampaging through a major metropolitan area is just like everyday news here in the 21st century. You'll get used to it eventually.
I think with that, I'm going to end the stream here. I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, and I feel like I've got a good sort of grip on this game. I'm enjoying it so far, and I can't wait to play more. However, it is 4:20 in the morning, so I should probably head off and stop the stream here. So I will probably end up streaming this again in the next few days. So if you are watching this live or on the VOD, I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to stop by. But if you haven't already, please do hit the follow button. As a small-time Twitch streamer, any little support is greatly appreciated. And if you hit the follow button, it'll be even more appreciated. Also, head on over to youtube.com/James the Thunder and subscribe to me on there. All of my streams get permanently archived several weeks after they take place. And I also make pre-recorded original content when the inspiration strikes as well. If you are watching this on YouTube, it was originally streamed over on twitch.tv/James the Thunder. So head on over there and hit follow to be notified whenever I go live in the future, as well as subscribing to me here on YouTube. I've been James the Thunder. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.